Yo, 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 testing, testing. Yo, 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 testing, testing. Yo, 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 testing, testing. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's Goose here. I hope you all are having a great day. What's going on, everybody? It's Goose here. I hope you all are having a great day. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to stop those super annoying running back and tight end wheel routes that people just love to spam down the field. If this video ends up helping you out, please let me know by dropping a like, hitting the sub, and turning on the notification bell so you're notified. If this video ends up helping you out, please let me know by leaving a like, hitting the sub, and turning on the notification bell so you get first dibs every time I drop a video just like this one. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the formation on defense we're going to be using today is the 4-3 even 6-1. In my previous videos, I showed you guys how to contain escape artist and mobile quarterbacks using this formation, and how to stop one-play touchdowns using this formation. Now, we're going to use it to stop wheel routes. So, the first thing we want to do is we're going to hit R3 to go into our coaching adjustments, make sure our auto alignment is on base, and we're going to go down and make sure our curl flats are on 10. This is specifically to help stop the tight end wheel routes, but we'll get to that when it comes around. First, we're going to go over the running back wheel routes, and we're going to start in Tampa 2. On offense, we are going to be in bunch, and we're going to be running this mesh spot play because it contains both the best running back wheel route and tight end wheel route you can find. So first, like I said, we're going to go over stopping the running back wheel routes. Now, these are the most annoying ones to stop, and I have to say, warn you guys, that these will not be stopped 100% of the time. It's just how the game works this year. Sometimes your defenders just won't play the route, even though they're in position. So I'm going to let you guys know that now, but I'm sure you already are aware of that. To set this up, we're going to pinch our defensive line, left D-pad, down on the left stick. We're going to blitz all of our linebackers. This is just how we set up the formation in general. And then to stop the wheel route, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this defensive end right here, and we're going to put him in a bluff blitz, all right? This is going to put him in a 3-rec, which is such an underrated zone in this game. We're also going to shade down on that 3-rec, which is triangle down on the right stick, shade underneath. This 3-rec you'll see as soon as the ball is snapped is going to match onto the running back, almost turn into a man coverage, but he plays it much better than if he was actually just manned up to him. So I will show you what it looks like right now. So ball snapped, and you see how he just matches onto him so much better than if he was in man coverage. He almost takes a better route to him, and he generally reacts to the ball better, but as you can see, like I mentioned, the running back was still able to hold on to that one because that's just how good these routes are. There is no way to consistently stop it. So we're going to do the same exact setup, and I'll show you again. And you see there, he played it much better. He actually put his hand out to swat it, which would be great if, your players did that a little bit more in this game. There's so much times, when... Alright, so like I just said, we're going to go over the running back wheel routes first. And there's actually 2 ways that we can stop these running back wheel routes. One that's a little better but a little bit more annoying to make the adjustment, and one that's not quite as good but a little more convenient. So we're going to go over the better one first and then the more convenient one second. So we're going to pinch our defensive line left on the D-pad, down the left stick, and we're going to blitz all of our linebackers. This is just how we set up this defense in general. And then to stop the wheel, what we're going to do is we're going to cross-man the running back. If you don't know what that is, it's when you man up a defender on one side of the field to an offensive player on the other side of the field, so that when the ball's snapped and they're running across the field to cover their man, they're in a better position to play the ball than they would be if they were normally manned up on the same side of the field. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this linebacker right here, and we're going to man him up on the running back. All right? So it's going to look just like this. And this is the best way to stop running back wheel routes. But you're taking a defender off the side of the field that has more wide receivers, so your user has to be more aware of that. But that's okay. As I'll show you here, this will do by far the best job of playing the running back wheel route. There's no way to do it. Alright, so as I just mentioned, we're going to go over the running back wheel routes first. There's two ways I like to defend these. The first one is to cross-man them. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's when you man up a defender on one side of the field to an offensive player on the other side of the field, so that when the ball's snapped and they're running over to defend them, they're in a better position to make a play on the ball than they normally would be if they were just manned up right in front of them. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to pinch our line and blitz all of our linebackers. This is just how we set up the defense in general. And then to stop the wheel route, we're going to man up this linebacker opposite of the running back onto the running back. So it's going to look just like this, all right? And this is the most effective way to stop these running back wheel routes. You can just see he's in a much, much better place to knock the ball down, maybe pick it off, but you can't ask for too much. You're not going to get too many interceptions, but you're looking for a back down is fine. With how easy offense is in this year's game, just knocking it down, we can live with that and go on to the next play. But this crossman is definitely the best way to defend it. So we're going to do it again right here to show you. And they will always throw it on the break just like that, and as you can see, he's just all over it. So the next one I'm going to show you, which isn't quite as good, but it allows you to put a better coverage shell on the field as a whole, is we're going to do the same thing. What we're going to do instead, though, this time is we're going to put this defensive end in a bluff blitz 3-rec, all right? And we're going to shade down on that. And what he's going to do is he's going to match onto the running back, almost like he's in a man coverage, but he's going to play it better than man coverage. And this one won't be as consistent in stopping the running back from catching the pass, but it allows you to get a much better defense on the field than Alright, so as I mentioned, All right, so as I just said, we're going to go over the running back wheel routes first, and there's really only one way that I think you can consistently stop the running back wheel routes. These running back wheel routes are the most annoying routes to guard in the game. I love using them out of the U-trips formation. I know how good they are. I know how hard they are to stop. And the only way I feel like you can defend them is by cross-manning them. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's when you man up a defender on one side of the field to an offensive player on the other side of the field, so that as they're running across the field to defend them, they are put in a better position to make a play on the ball for when they would be throwing that pass. So what we're going to do here is we're going to blitz all of our linebackers like we normally would in this defense anyways. And we're going to man up this linebacker opposite of the running back onto the running back. Okay? So it's going to look just like this. And this is really the only way I feel like you can consistently stop these running back wheel routes. It's just the only way that I've found where I can put my defender in a place where he's going to consistently knock it down, sometimes get an interception, not all the time, but this is the only way I found that'll consistently stop these routes. All right, so I'm just going to do this again for you. Just going to man him up real quick, and this is how most people will set up this play, just like this. They might motion out this receiver, and that guy's going to fly across the field and just get completely in his way and be able to just bag that running back, which is so valuable. It is a little bit annoying to take a defender off the side of the field that has 3 wide receivers, but honestly, the running back is probably the most annoying player to guard this year, and I'm okay just knowing that he's taken off the field and I can worry about other things with my user. So if you want to stop the running back wheel routes, cross-man them. And we're going to man up this linebacker opposite of the running back onto the running back. Okay? So it's going to look just like this. And this is really the only way I feel like you can consistently stop these running back wheel routes. It's just the only way that I've found where I can my defender. Okay? So it's going to look just All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to go over the running back wheel routes first. Now, there's really only one way that I've found that you can really consistently stop these running back wheel routes. It is the best route in the game. It won't even stop. This won't even do it 100% of the time, but I know a lot of people like to, man up the defensive ends onto the running backs or put them in a shade down 3-rec that'll match onto it, but it really just doesn't do a great job in my opinion. They can still just throw it a lot of the time really easily. The defensive end just gets put in a bad position to make a play on the ball, and I'd really just rather not take away a pass rusher who's not even going to make a play on the ball. So the best way I've found is to cross-man them. If you don't know what that is, it's when you man up a defender on one side of the field to an offensive player on the other side of the field, so that when the ball's snapped and they're running across to defend them, they're put in a better position to make a play on the ball than they would be normally manned up directly over them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to blitz all of our linebackers like we normally would in this defense. And we're going to man up this linebacker on the opposite side of the running back onto the running back. And it's going to look just like this, all right? And I'm going to set this mesh spot play up how most people would. They do, an out route, flat streak, motion this flat out. And I'm going to try to throw to James White here. And you're going to see that my linebacker just flies across the field and he actually gets the interception there. And this is really the only way I've found that can consistently stop these routes. Let me do it again for you. Set up the offensive play. Boom, he flies across the field and he knocks it down. I am totally happy with that. I don't need an interception. As long as I know that running back's taken off the field, I am happy. So, like I've said earlier, This won't even stop it 100% of the time, but this is by far the most consistent way that I've found to stop these running back wheel routes is to crossman them. Alright, so next we're going to go over the tight end wheel routes. Now, these I'm going to defend a little bit differently. They're a little bit easier to defend in my opinion. We are going to be running the same Tampa 2 look here. And what we're going to be doing is you can either use this defensive end or this linebacker. I like using this defensive end because if I want to crossman the running back, he will be busy. I'm going to use this defensive end. I'm going to put him in the seam flat. Remember when we put our curl flats at 10 yards? It's for this right here, all right? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna crossman the running back. So both wheels should be guarded here. You're gonna see this seam flat, as it's named, really defend the seam well from this wheel route. So he's gonna run out. He almost baits it because you see there how it just got wide the. Alright, so next we're going to go over the tight end wheel routes. So I'm going to defend these a little bit differently. I think they're a little bit easier to guard than the running back wheel routes. What we're going to do is we're going to blitz all of our linebackers just like we would normally. Now you can use this linebacker or this defensive end, doesn't really matter. And we're going to put them in a seam flat. Remember when we put our curl flats on 10 yards before we called the play? It was for this. So we're going to put him in a seam flat, in a 10-yard seam flat just like this. And you're going to see here how he's going to defend this tight end really well. See how he almost baits you into throwing it by going way outside and then quickly turning around and jumping back inside, all the way back inside of the route and making a play on it. You're going to get a lot of interceptions doing this. The tight end wheel routes are actually very bad doing this. You are almost never going to give them up. Unless they just have all day and the wheel routes can just get down the field past the zones, which hopefully doesn't happen, but obviously could. What I like to do when I'm defending these wheel routes is I like to send, I'll show you basically here, like I'll send 5 people and I'll hover, alright? So if they send everyone out, I'll do something like this, alright? So I got the seam flat for the tight end, and now I'm going to send 5 and hover. So if they send everyone out, then my blitz is going to come in free, and I can basically user whichever wheel I didn't guard. So here, they are going to set their play up like this. And I'm going to send 5 with 1 seam flat, guard the running back wheel route, the tight end wheel route's guarded, and sacked. This is by far the 2 best ways to guard these wheel routes that I've found. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. What's going on, everybody? It's Goose here. I hope everyone's having a great... What's going on, everybody? It's Goose here. I hope you all are having a great day. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to stop those super annoying running back and tight end wheel routes that everyone just loves to spam down the field. If this video ends up helping you out, please let me know by leaving a like, hitting the sub, and turning on the notification bell so you get first dibs every time I drop a video just like this one. Let's get right into it. Alright, so in this video we're going to be using the 4-3 even 6-1. In my previous videos I showed you guys how to stop escape artists from rolling out of the pocket and how to stop one-play touchdowns using this formation. Now I'm going to show you guys how to guard some wheel routes. So, coaching adjustments, we don't need to change anything. We don't want our auto alignment on base like we have in previous videos, and the zone drops can stay at default. It does not matter. We're going to be calling Sam Will Blitz to stop these wheel routes, alright? And on offense, we're going to be only in bunch in this video because it has mesh spot, which has the best running back wheel route and tight end wheel route that you can find in the game. So if you go up against another formation that's running wheel routes, what I'm about to show you will apply to them as well. So let's call mesh spot. And the best way that I have found all year to defend these wheel routes is to crossman them and blitz them at the same time, because these wheel routes are coming from the tight end and the running back, which are the people that stay in to block. So if they're sending them out, it's going to open up some opportunities for you to blitz them easily while still having good coverage behind you. So what we're going to do here is we're going to call Sam Will Blitz. It's going to look just like this, and notice how this safety's already crossman on the tight end. That's beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to show blitz so our safeties come down a little bit, and we're going to pinch our line. So show blitz, triangle left on the left stick, pinch our line, left on the D-pad, down on the left stick. Then we're going to blitz all of our linebackers, right on the D-pad, down on the right stick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to man up this linebacker here onto the running back. So we're having double crossman here, alright? And basically what's going to happen is we're going to hover right here, alright? So we're sending 5, and if they send everyone out, our blitz is going to scream in, and their wheel routes are going to be covered. So we're going to set this up just like they, would normally. Just like this, a flat, a streak, and out route motion this guy out. This is how they set it up, alright? So I'm not going to use either of the wheel routes here. I'm just going to show you how well they get covered, alright? But I am going to hover so the blitz comes in, alright? Just like that. I lied. The blitz didn't come in. But notice how both wheel routes were guarded very well, alright? Alright, so to stop these wheel routes, we're going to be using the 4-3 even 6-1 formation. In my previous videos, I showed you guys how to contain escape artists from rolling out of the pocket and how to stop one-play touchdowns using this formation. Now I'm going to show you how to stop wheel routes using it. I do have a defensive ebook on this formation. It's only $5. The link to that will be in the description below. And in this video, we're going to be using the Sam Will Blitz play. And on offense, we're going to be coming out in mesh spot and bunch, which is the most common play you'll come across when it comes to wheel routes. It has the great running back wheel route and tight end wheel route, both in one play. So it makes sense why you'd see it a lot. So on offense, we're going to set it up just like they would, like this, with an out route, a streak, and a flat, and they'll usually motion this guy out. So to set this up, what we're going to do is we are going to show blitz, which is triangle, left on the left stick. So our safeties come down, everyone comes down, and they're in a better position, all right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to blitz all of our linebackers right on the D-pad, down on the right stick. And next what we're going to do is we're going to cross-man this linebacker right here onto the running back. All right? So when we do this, I don't want to explain it. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be using the 4-3 even 6-1 defense to guard these wheel routes. In my previous videos, I showed you guys how to stop escape artist quarterbacks from rolling out of the pocket using this defense, and how to stop one-play touchdowns. Now I'm going to show you how to stop wheel routes. I do have a defensive ebook on this formation. It's only $5. The link to that will be in the description below if you are interested. Now, let's get right into this. So, if I see someone, spamming wheel routes, or it's a short down and distance situation, and I might just suspect wheel routes are coming, I'm going to go right to Sam Will Blitz, all right? And we're going to come out in offense in Mesh Spot, which is the most common play you'll come across for wheel routes in this game because it does have the best running back and tight end wheel route you can find in one play. So it makes sense why you'd see it a lot. So we're going to set up the offense just like the meta route combo is: out route, streak, flat route, motion out the flat, all right? This is going to spread the field, open up these soft spots in the defense for the wheels. How we're going to set this up is we're going to show blitz, triangle, or Y, left stick to the left, all right? And now, next we're going to blitz all of our linebackers right on the D-pad, down on the right stick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this linebacker here into a curl flat or a hard flat, any flat that goes to the right side, because as you can see right here, if you leave the safety crossman on the tight end from left to right here, and they put the tight end on a flat route, he's never going to get there in time. So we need to have a flat to guard him for that period of time. And we're just going to put him on a hard flat. And this crossman is what's going to stop the wheel route, all right? And then we're actually just going to user the running back wheel route. So what we're going to do here is we're going to send 5 people. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain this. Okay. Alright, so the formation we're going to be running on defense in this video is the 4-3 even 6-1. In previous videos, I showed you guys how to contain escape artists from getting outside of the pocket with this formation and how to stop one-play touchdowns. Now I'm going to show you how to stop wheel routes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit R3, go to our coaching adjustments, make sure our auto alignment is on base, scroll down, and we're going to put our curl flats on 10. Alright, so we're also going to be running the cover 4 quarters play, and we're just going to go ahead and come out in that. On offense, we're going to be running mesh spot the whole time because it has the best running back and tight end wheel route you can find in the game, both in one play. So it makes sense why this would be the most common play you'll come across in online play. So we're going to set up the offensive play just like this, which is the meta way to set it up, and motion out this flat route. And what we're going to do is we are going to first, in order, this matters. So we're going to blitz all of our linebackers right on the D-pad, down the right stick. We're going to man up this linebacker here, if I can get to him, on to the running back. All right, so we're going to cross-man these wheel routes to stop them. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be using the 4-3 even 6-1. I have gone over this defense multiple times before, once showing you how to contain escape artists from getting outside of the pocket with this defense, and another time showing you guys how to stop one-play touchdowns with it. Now I'm going to show you how I like to defend wheel routes with it. So first we're going to go to our coaching adjustments by hitting R3, make sure our auto alignment is on base, and then we're going to put our curl flats to 10, and we're going to be running cover 4 quarters, alright? On offense, we're going to be running mesh spot. This is the most common play you'll come across when it comes to your opponent throwing wheels in online play because it has two of the best wheel routes you can find in the game. This running back and tight end wheel route are so annoying to guard. So the way I'm going to defend these is I'm going to be cross-manning them. This is really the only consistent way that I have found to stop these wheel routes is to cross-man them. So I'm going to show you how I like to do that. What we're going to do in order, it does matter which order you do this in. So we are going to blitz all of our linebackers right on the D-pad, down the right stick. Then we're going to man up the linebacker on the right onto the running back, which is, I use my quick adjustments to do that, which is right on the D-pad twice, X to select that linebacker, up on the right stick to select the player, and then triangle for James White, which is the running back. Now I'm going to man up this safety onto the tight end, so cross-manning him down. And now we're going to show blitz, all right? So our safeties come down. If you show blitz now, you won't actually be able to man this guy up. You'll see right here, there's no options to man up Travis Kelce. You just can't do it. You have to do it before you show blitz. So if he's up here, now you can man him up. But once you show blitz, you can't. So we're going to do that first, then we're going to show blitz. So right here we have both guys cross-manned. This is going to guard both of these wheel routes. You don't always have to cross-man both of them. Maybe you cross-man one of them, and then you user the other, and you blitz an extra player, or you drop an extra player into coverage. Whatever you want, you can get pretty creative with it. But I'm just going to show you the running back wheel route first, how it is defended. Alright, so we're going to snap this ball. Snap this ball here, and you'll see this is by far the best way to guard this running back wheel route. I do have to warn you, this will not stop it 100% of the time. Sometimes they'll throw it a little earlier or a little later, and your guy will just dumb out because defenders in Madden 22 are terrible, and there's nothing you can do about it. But this is the best way to try and stop these routes. So we're going to do it again. Blitz all our linebackers, cross-man the running back, cross-man the tight end, show blitz. All right. We're going to set up the offensive play just like they do in online play. This is the most meta way to do it. Motion out the flat route. We're going to throw to the running back again here. And, I'm holding the wrong controller, so I was not able to throw it. Oops-a-daisy. Let's do that again. Bang, bang, bang. Blitz our linebackers. Crossman, crossman, show blitz. Holding the right controller this time. Here we go. Throw the running back. Just not open. Alright? It's just not open. That's the best way to guard it. I'll show you what happens if you don't cross man, the running back, this is what happens. All right, so say we just man up this linebacker onto him. All right, on the side of the running back. Well, you can just throw it and just catch it every time. Now, you see it looked like he was guarding that. He was not. So I'm going to show you one more time the running back. So we're going to blitz our linebackers. Crossman, crossman, show blitz. Set up the offensive play. Boom, boom, pow. Not open. Beautiful. All right, pretty simple. Easy enough. I'll show you the tight end now. So we are going to set the same thing. Blitz our linebackers, crossman, show blitz. All right. Looks just like that. All right, beautiful. Now I will show you the tight ends. And same exact thing. This guy is actually a safety instead of a linebacker, so he's actually going to play the ball a little better, and he might actually get an interception, okay? So, as you can see, I'll do this again just to show you, but it's pretty clear how covered these are, all right? Like, this is not... These just aren't going to be open routes for them anymore. So, set this up again. And then there's no point at which you can throw this where it's open. He just gets right, he's right on top of it. He turns around, picks it off. Easy enough, Bang. So that's how I like to try and stop. So that's how I like to try and stop these wheel routes. As I said, this won't work 100% of the time just because the game is not great and defense is really, really hard in this game. But this will be really consistent for you and give you the best shot to stop these wheel routes. I really hope this helped. If it did, please let me know by dropping a like, hitting the sub, turning on the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video just like this one. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. So that's how I like to defend these wheel routes. I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, please leave a like, hit the sub, turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop one of these videos. I will see you guys in the next... So that's how I like to defend these wheel routes. If you have any questions at all, drop one in the comment section below. This is how I like... I hope this video helped you guys out. So this is how I like to defend my wheel routes. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions at all, drop it in the comment section below. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.